CPAC 2011 by Jack Hunter. I attended my first CPAC in 2010, and what an experience it was. In my columns and working in talk radio, I spend as much time taking my fellow conservatives to task as I do the left, to the extent that many conservatives have betrayed their limited government principles, often in the name of party loyalty or expediency. We saw, perhaps, the most explicit forms of this sort of hypocrisy during the George W. Bush years. It is precisely these sort of intra-conservative debates that I enjoyed most at CPAC, in which organizations like Campaign for Liberty and Young Americans for Liberty held the most well-attended conferences, asking conservatives to re-examine first principles and the integrity of their philosophy. Campaign for Liberty's 2010 CPAC panel entitled "Why Real Conservatives Oppose the War on Terror" certainly caused a stink among neoconservatives and the GOP establishment types, as the standing-room-only crowd was introduced, some for the first time, to the foreign policy views of the founders and also of old-right Republicans like Senator Robert Taft. Liberty-minded conservatives dominated in numbers and set the tone at the event. It was no surprise that Ron Paul won CPAC's important straw poll, seen by many in the mainstream media as an accurate gauge of popular conservative sentiment. I thoroughly enjoyed CPAC 2010 and am looking forward to this year's event, which promises to be bigger, better, and further indicative of how much the principles of liberty continue to reemerge as the most dominant force in the American conservative movement.